So Chaiya has been fascinated with trains, whether it's cartoon trains, his toy trains, and most of all, compilations on YouTube of real trains, just going through tunnels and everything. So we decided to take him to Khun Tan Tunnel. So when we first arrived at the train station, he was quite excited, pointing at the train, kind of recognizing where he was, and it looks similar to the videos that he has seen. He's so excited. He doesn't know exactly what's going on. I don't know if he realizes that trains are even something that you can ride on at this time. But you can see he's excited, and he is looking forward to whatever we're going to do. He's trying to escape from that pouch and point and show us as if we didn't know where we were. This is his second peanut butter and jelly sandwich, and he's really excited. The train is still there, just sitting there. He's probably wondering why we haven't boarded and got on this train. He wants to ride this train so badly, and he was pretty hungry, but he just wanted to take a couple bites and run around. Now, I like places like these with a lot of open room. I can kind of just let him run freely. Of course, I'm close enough to prevent him from getting run over by a train or something like that, but you know, it'll make a sound before it takes off, so just go ahead and touch it, tap it, grab those pieces of grass off the back and look around. You know, this is his first time being up front and personal with the train, so just let him go, let him explore, and then this is actually kind of disheartening, because now we're watching the train leave. So he thinks, you took me all the way to the train station just to watch the train leave? But this isn't our train, actually. So we took him to this train, which is not the express train. We wanted to take the train that went slowly, because the whole outing was the train ride. We did stop at the tunnel, and there's a nature park, which was nice, but really this was the experience we wanted. So it was nicer to have a slow ride, stopping at different stops, getting to see each train station. And I love train rides because you get a different perspective. It's different than when you drive in a car. You have a different view. Trains always have a little more nature. They're kind of the back roads. Even they go alongside a road. Sometimes you really get some cool views, and pulling into a train station is cool. They really have them decked out nice with flowers and trees, and it's kind of a blast from the past. This used to be the way people traveled most easily, and actually for 30 baht, which is like $1, we made it all the way to 2 provinces over, so it's a pretty good deal and a pretty good way to travel, actually, if you get the chance. He did pass out because we had to wake up pretty early to get to that train, but that's okay, because we had this train ride to the tunnel and our train ride back. So this is Khun Tan Tunnel right here. Now this tunnel has an amazing history. It's over 100 years old. I think it's like 1908. It was designed by a German architect or engineer who has some famous work in Germany. He came here, he started the tunnel. He had there were Chinese workers and Thai workers and German workers, and they, at this time, it was like there was tigers, their team. There's policemen and some guards that got attacked by tigers. Here he is. He was actually buried here, even though he had to return to Germany for World War I, and because of the supply of iron or steel, he was unable to get certain parts for the tunnel. There was a lot of problems, but he did it. They did it by hand. I mean, they used some dynamite, but there's a lot of just pickaxe, and at this point, this is the longest tunnel. It's about a mile long, like 1.3 kilometers long, and a magnificent feat for that time. And I think they're working on a longer tunnel now, but it still is the longest tunnel, and it's also the highest tunnel at over 750 meters, like half a mile. So that train station, this train station right here, is the highest in elevation in all of Thailand. And this area is a temple right above the train station, and we rested here while we waited for our train back. My butt look. So this is looking down where the train tracks are and where the great engineer was buried. And there's this trail that walks all the way to the other province. We're technically actually in Lamphun here, which is just one province over. But once you cross that bridge or walk over that bridge or in that direction, then you are in Lampang, which is another province. And we just had fun. We didn't go that deep into this jungle. We just walked on the trail, collected some seeds. I always do. I bring them back and I plant them. And then I usually forget what they are, but if they grow, I plant them and we'll have them. We'll have them growing all over our land. Seeds that I've gotten from mountains and temples. And anytime I'm on the side of the road, I see a cool tree with seeds or pods. I take them, I plant them, I grow them, I absorb them, their power. I love them. Trees, yes. So we did come back to the station just after a short walk and just kind of rest and wait for the train back home. And looking at all of these different setups there was like the old station, there's an old waiting area, and they still have a lot of setups, some things to read about the history, some old parts that were used in the construction of this tunnel. And you know, Chaiya just loves to play on the train tracks. That's always a safe place to play, and understandably his mother rather him not play on the train tracks, but he's a persuasive little bugger and he wants to go down. Look at his face. He kind of realizes that might be a dangerous place to be standing. Of course, the trains come in slowly, and I love this little run. He runs, he stops, comes back and squats, sits there and talks with his mother in his own unique bilingual babble. Here's a dog. There's lots of dogs everywhere in Thailand. You see them. I like this style dog right here. And here's some wild Pha Talai Joan growing, which is an herb used to treat, cure, prevent COVID-19. Recently, it's actually hard to find in capsule form nowadays because everyone's buying it up. Here's some seeds. We'll plant that. It's just one of many great Thai herbs for general health. It's good to have a little bit often in teas. And here it is, this train coming back through the tunnel. We're getting back on the train. Open the window. He loves sticking his head out the window, which of course is dangerous, but I let him do it a little while. I just always stick my head out first and make sure nothing is coming, some branch or piece of metal or something that would decapitate you or chop your hands off. But it's fun. I mean, this ride is amazing, just watching nature just fly by as you have the window open and the wind brushing in your face. It certainly was a great experience. We didn't really know what to expect from him when on a train. It was Ice's idea to go for a train ride, and I think it was the perfect little trip to do with really no destination, just being the train ride. Are you on a train, Chaiya? Are you on a train? Are you riding a train? Did you even think that was possible before today? You thought it was only something on YouTube that you could watch? You didn't know you could actually ride on a train? Did you have any idea? Is that a real smile? It looks so real. And of course, he doesn't like the stupid masks on his mom's face, so he rips it off and tries to throw it out the window, understandably.